Have you ever wondered why we say the sun but not the chocolate when we're just craving sweets? Well, today we're diving into the magical world of the tiniest but mightiest word in English, the. Let's unwrap the power of the only definite article in the English language in a fun, simple, and cute way.
The is what we call a definite article. That means it points to something specific or already known, like you're pointing at something and saying, yes, that one. For example, I saw a cat in the garden. That could be any cat. But the cat was sleeping. Now we're talking about that particular cat, the one we already mentioned. Let's talk about one of the most common times we use the word the. That's when something is one of a kind. We use the when there's only one of something in the world, something unique. For example, the moon, the sun, the earth. We don't say a moon or a sun because there's only one of each. Here's a cute example. A little girl says, "Mommy, look, the moon is following us." And the mom replies, "Yes, sweetie, because there's only one moon." So remember, when it's something truly unique, we use the. Now let's look at another case. We use the when something has already been mentioned before. First time, use a or un. The second time, that's when the steps in. Here's how it works. I saw a dog at the park. That's the first time, just any dog. The dog was wearing sunglasses. Now we say the dog because we already know which dog we're talking about. Easy, right? Let's keep going. Here's another time we use the. It's when both the speaker and the listener already know what's being talked about. Let's take a sweet little example. A boy says, "Can I have the last cookie?" He doesn't need to explain which cookie. And the girl, she already knows. It's that one last cookie on the plate. So when something is clear to both people, we use the. Here's another fun case. We use the when something is obvious or part of the environment around us. For example, close the door, please. Pass me the salt. Look at the stars. We might not have mentioned these things before, but we all know there's probably just one door in the room, one salt shaker on the table, or a sky full of stars above us. So when it's something everyone understands from the situation, the fits perfectly. All right, now let's look at when not to use the. We don't usually use it with names of countries, people, or languages. For example, I love India, not the India. He speaks French, not the French. And Simran is my best friend. Unless she's a superhero, then maybe the Simran. But wait, there are some exceptions. We do say the United States, the Netherlands, usually when the country name is a group or union. So remember, most names, no the needed. Okay, let's see when we don't use the. First, with general things or stuff you can't count. We say, happiness is important. I need water. But if it's a special one, we use the. Like, I need the water you brought. That's specific water. So we say the. Next, no the with meals, months, or days. We say, I ate breakfast at 8. My birthday is in July. I'll see you on Monday. So remember, when it's general or not special, you can skip the. All right, it's story time. The panda and the picnic. Let's see how our tiny word the shows up in the cutest way. Here we go. Once upon a time, a panda found a basket in the forest. Inside the basket were sandwiches and the tiniest cupcake you've ever seen. Then came the bunny. It was his basket. And guess what? They shared everything and had the picnic under the rainbow. Isn't that sweet? See, even in a fun story, the helps us point to special, known things. Quick recap. When do we use the? When it's something specific, already mentioned, one of a kind, obvious in the situation, or when everyone knows what you mean. But skip the with names, languages, most countries, meals, and days, unless you're talking about something specific. Tiny word, big job. The is small, but it makes a big difference. Now you've mastered it in just minutes. Like, share, and subscribe for more fun grammar tips.